readiness, but why one is the state paying for these? What is it? Is it part of the No Child Left Behind waiver at all?
No, and the Department of Education hasn't put forward any regulations in regards to that. That was statutory. That was in HB 278. That's what the legislature chose to move forward with, to provide choice instead of just.
Well, I am part of the legislator, and I had these tripped out, so please don't speak for me.
I can't. I can speak. I think.
I mean, you took one little quote out of one little testimony, and I don't want you saying, because I disagree with this wholeheartedly. I do not believe the state should be doing this. I believe the homeschoolers and many, many other people who don't want that. You guys are hiding from this Common Core, which we're doing. You know, you're hiding from it. But these are Common Core aligned tests that we are paying for. They're Common Core aligned assessments. And I just want to know, are you just doing this on your own? You asked for this to be put into the bill. I certainly didn't put it in. You and the governor did this. And I certainly want to know, clear as day, this has nothing to do with the No Child Left Behind and nothing to do with the No Child Left Behind. Is that correct? Waiver.
It has nothing to do with the waiver, and it truly was.
This isn't a college and career readiness indicator. I mean, it has nothing to do with the waiver in any fashion.
The governor introduced
what you and the governor want to do is pay for ACT and SAT and work keys tests that are aligned to the Common Core. And if you don't take one of these, you only get a certificate of achievement. You don't get a diploma if you don't take one of these. But
and that is what the legislature voted on. That's what the legislature voted on, and I know you disagree, but by an overwhelming majority.
What you wanted us to do. I was there, Commissioner, and so you need to be clear that this is something that you were behind. This is part of you, and we had this discussion over and over and over and over again.
Well, I was very supportive of it. The governor put it in 278, and I believe that the legislature proved that they were in agreement with it. I mean, they voted for it overwhelmingly.
I didn't vote for it, and I know we had 100% voting no before. So don't skip history. There was 100% no vote on the House floor for part of this, because we tried to strip it. We actually had to go into conference committee because this raised so much conflict. So please don't skip around in history. This was very, very controversial. But please state, do all students have to take an ACT, SAT, or work keys to get a diploma, including homeschoolers?
They need to take one of those, and the homeschoolers, previously, yes. Previously,
they're being forced to do Common Core, in other words. Because these tests are all aligned to Common Core.
I won't speak to that. I'll speak to the fact that, yes, statutorily they do.
You can go on the website. I have an entire documentation. I passed it out at several of my hearings in Juneau, that they're completely aligned. So, and that's where the concern is with IDEA and a lot of these homeschools, is that they're going to be forced to learn a curriculum, and their parents are using their own homes as the education. They're maintaining them. They're using their own teachers. They're everything on their own. Yet a curriculum and alignment is being forced upon them that they're not comfortable with.
They can continue to take the work keys, which was previously in statute.
And I understand that, but the bottom line is work keys is aligned to Common Core as well. So, okay, so the legislature is obligated from here on out to pay for these tests, even if a student has no college plans or post-high school aspirations. Is that correct?
There was a fiscal note attached to the bill.
That's not the question. That's the next question. This question, the legislature will be obligated from here on to pay for these tests, even if a student has no college plans or post-high school training aspirations, correct?
Correct.
And you were saying this has nothing to do with the waiver and nothing to do with No Child Left Behind. This is strictly what the Department of Education and the governor wanted to do.
And the legislature, yes.
Yeah. Don't include me in that, because I passionately disagree.
The other part of the legislature.
There was a vote of 5-2 in the House committee to remove that, and then a vote of complete no in on the House floor until it went into conference committee. But anyway, do you know how much the total cost of these ACT, SAT, and work keys are going to cost the municipality, the state, any other agency? What is the total cost going to be?
The fiscal note was attached to the bill and is $525,000. This is fiscal note number 36.
Okay, so this is on an annual basis.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. I know we're quite